Catter and Vance. Oh my, this is a big fish. Welcome back to Fishing with Vance. I'm on the new lake today. It's a little chilly this morning. It got into the 50s overnight last night. A big cold front came through. So today may be a little bit of a challenge. I'm not sure what it did to the fish. There's the red taco looks on over there. But this lake, one thing about this lake, I'm not sure I have my main Coda wants to go for a swim here. There we go. This lake has virtually no weeds, so it does give me an opportunity to throw different things. So I'm going to throw a little bit of the shad wrap today, see what that does. That'd be fun to catch them on. I have both the perch pattern and the purple descent over here, which is a fan favorite, of course. Purple descent guy. But there's a little bit of wind, which feels good. I got long sleeves on here. It went from 80 to 50. So, see what happens. Now, I am going to try something brand new today. Last time we were here, this black double-tailed jig worked pretty well. But we did miss some fish. So, I rigged it with a NED rig today. And I've never really fished with NED rig lead heads like this. So, I threw a NED rig on. And paired it up with this black double-tailed jig that I used to fish with my pops at the state game lands. So since there's no weeds, so I thought I'd throw this around too. But I'm going to start with the shad wrap first. See what happens. Always fun to catch them on that. And then we'll go from there. I'm just going to work my way around the lake and have some fun. Let's see what happens today on fishingwithvance.com. Thanks for coming along on this gorgeous, beautiful morning. So I am having my first fish here. Oh, nice bass here. He was up pretty tight. He hit that shad wrap as soon as it hit the water. Good stuff. Oh, that's a pretty nice bass too. I'll take it. Easy. Let's take it. Shad wrap action. Beautiful. See you, buddy. There's a nice little purple descent action here. Oh yeah, nice little bass. We'll stop and start. Two bass. He's a little smaller than the first guy, but pretty fish. Beautiful. See you, buddy. Oh, that's cool. It's two on the little shad wrap. I love this lure. My other lake, excuse me, my other lake, it has gotten so weedy at this point. It's this time of year. It's darn near impossible to use anything but soft plastics, which is fine. It's probably what I'm best at, but in terms of catching fish. But we'll see. It's fun to get them on the shad wrap. Plan will be I'll throw this around for now, and then I'll go with the plastics later. And the sun gets a little higher. What a gorgeous day! What a gorgeous, gorgeous day! This guy might come off. He's jumped and hooked himself multiple ways. Oh man, I had my camera on. He's hooked everywhere but in the mouth. Sorry buddy, I'll get you free in a second. Hold on. Just don't want the hooks in my hand today. So, get you like that. There we go. Now I can help you out. There we go, buddy. Cool little bass. That's 3 on the shad wrap. Little chubby guy. See ya. It's fun. Hey guys, last couple times we fished here, in between these two islands, this channel in between has excuse me, has produced fish. The geese are serenading me here. Either out there saying, hey Vance, why don't you get the F out of here? But sorry. Anyway, so I thought I'd turn the camera on and while I throw the shad wrap in between, right down the alley here. Excuse me. Just caught one over there. It's water stained, and it is still holding at about 73, 74 degrees. So the drop in oh, there's a bite, just as I said, in between this channel. It's a little guy, but excuse me, he come up and he blasted that shad wrap. It's a little dude. Oh, he's almost the same size as the shad wrap, but hey. Let's see if his brothers are in there. See a partner. Alright. I was dragging his square bill through the shallows. And this is definitely my best fish of the day. That is a beautiful bass. Well, I was just about to take this lure off. I tossed it around for a while here with no success. That's the name of the game with this crankbaiting. And then caught that nice bass on it up here in this shallow, in this cove. I imagine I drug this pup through her nest, is what I'm guessing, but who knows. It's shallow in here, and this thing runs about 3 to 5 feet. This is a KVD square bill. I think it's 2.5, and so it'll run 3 to 5 feet. And she banged it right there. That's a nice bass for this little lake. Very nice, probably the best one I've caught here so far. But thought it was fun. I was just about to take this off. Sometimes you got to be patient. I'm talking to myself now. FishingWithVance.com. Well, guys, I'm gonna switch it up a little bit. I stayed dedicated to the crankbait pretty long today. Caught 5. The last one was real nice. So really enjoyed that. The sun's getting up a little higher now, so I'm gonna switch over to Senko here. Rigged wacky, and I'm gonna start out with no nail, and then we'll see what happens. And to peg it, we'll go for a little slower fall. And then after that, I am gonna try this NED rig. I'm gonna try this NED rig with the double tail jig that worked last time. So yeah, it's just like they draw it up there, guys. Threw that up into that shade, and beautiful bass. Smashed my Senko. Beautiful fish. Like I said, this is how they draw it up. Oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful fish. A little hook in the top of her mouth, chubby, beautiful. Bass number 6. Another one right here at the boat. That one hit pretty far out from shore. Little guy. Oh man, this is fun. Easy, babe. If you're new to my channel, let me just show you what I'm doing here. I already talked about what's on here, but when I cast, I want this worm to land softly. I don't want it to japloosh in the water. So I'm sort of palming the reel and as it hits the water. And then once it hits the water, then I'm leaving the bail open so that the worm falls straight down. If you just close it and start reeling, you're pulling it right back to you. So I'm going to palm it, let it take some line so that the worm falls straight down, you know, in the target or where I'm trying to throw. I'm trying to get it in that, right now, in that little shaded area as close to the bank as possible. And so that's why I want it to fall straight down. If you just start reeling right away, it's not going to fall where you want. So like that spot right there, little cove, I want to throw it up in there, let it land softly, leave the bell open so that it falls straight down, and then you can start twitching it back to the boat. I don't know, that's the way I do it, and it definitely works. I mean, sometimes it doesn't really matter if they're super aggressive, but on the other hand, that's the whole point of throwing into that shade right there. It's just, you know, if I think there's a bass laying up in there or over here, I don't want to start reeling. I'm going to pull it right into the sun again. So let it fall, and then a lot of times that initial fall is where you're going to get your hit. So if you're new to the channel, I've talked about this before, how to land your bait. I think it's important to try to land your worm in the water as soft as you can. Some people might argue that the commotion maybe attracts them at times. I just don't happen to agree with that. I think this, you know, this worm with a nail in it, pegged, goes smashing into the water, it's gonna spook them. But anyway, let's see if there's somebody right up in here. See, like right there, we don't want to start reeling because yeah, look at him swimming with it. Oh, I missed him. He was swimming with it. Must be a little dude. Or sometimes a panfish will hit this Senko and they just don't quite get the whole thing in their mouth. And they go to swim with it, and then they're not there. There's a bump. I think it is a bluegill, but I'll try to pop strip. Yeah, must be some panfish in here. I'm getting little thumps. I'll try one more before we abandon ship. I got away with one there. I bumped the tree. Alright, see him? Let's see if he's there this time. And that time he is. And that time he was. He is a little guy, and that's why I kept missing him. And that time I got him. This is a little guy. So, like I said, I thought it was a panfish, but you get the idea. That's what you want. That's a little dude, but works on the big dudes too. Visualbass.com. There's a fish. He feels nice. He's pulling in the. Yeah, stick with him. Yeah. Oh yeah. You brought a stick home with him. Come on. Ah, you little Jasper. You got away and the stick didn't. Oh, that's well done by you, though. Alright, guys. I'm going to switch baits again. Caught quite a few there with the Senko. Sorry for the adjustment. But I'm going to give this Ned rig a shot. The other day I was here with my buddy Anthony, and we were getting them on this black double-tailed jig. We did miss a bunch, so like I said, I put it on this Ned rig. So we'll see how this goes. I do have it paired up on my little ultralight, which I love this setup. This thing's awesome for trout and for small bass and really panfish, anything. It's just a great setup. Catter got me turned on to this. First one on the Ned rig with a double-tailed jig. There he is. Got after it too. He's a little man. Get away from shore here. Visual Vance. I had another one here on a Ned rig with a black double-tailed jig. Now that one I was swimming along pretty far away from the bank, and he hit it. Oh, these are pretty. It's different for me. This Ned rig lead head. Reminds me sort of a tube. The way it falls. Whoa. I'm coming to see you. Hold on. Pretty fish. Worked. Keep going. Fish with Vance on a Ned rig. On my ultralight. Gotta take it easy with him. I only got 6-pound test on. He's not a horse, but he didn't want to come in. Come on in here, buddy. Ah, that's a nice, very nice bass. Oh, he inhaled the Ned rig. Get away from shore here. Splash my camera, you Jasper. That's a pretty fish. Away from shore a little bit. Vance. Oh my, this is a big fish. This is a big fish. I keep pressure on. Come on. nice bass here. Gotta take it easy with him because he's on 6-pound line and on my ultralight. Oh yeah, that's a horse. Come on, baby. Oh yeah, fishing with Vance. Oh boy, that is a horse. Got her on an ultralight, of course I did. Oh my gosh, fishing with Vance. That may have been, I don't know if it was my PB or what. That fish was definitely 5 pounds, maybe more. I honestly don't know. I tried to put her back in the water. You know, she was hurting pretty good. It was a pretty long fight, and she was hurting a little bit. I put her back in the water in the net and let her float around a little bit, and you know, just to try to revive her. But it wasn't. I was afraid to kill that fish. That's a monster bass for this lake, any lake really. But that fish was definitely 5 pounds. And I didn't want to take the time to get my scale out and all that and take a chance of killing that fish. But man, that was something. I let her stay there, and then she did, when I turned the net, she swam off. So she wasn't gut hooked or anything. She was just exhausted. But believe it or not, of course, I caught that fish on an ultralight with a Ned rig. That is nuts. An ultralight Ned rig with a bent hook, and she just smoked that thing. I mean, I caught a whole bunch of little fish along the way, and then bam. Isn't that always how it goes? So the Ned rig with my ultralight with my Fluger 20, and that big sow said hey. And I'll put all kind of pictures. I took lots of pictures, but again, I couldn't weigh her. I could have, but I was afraid I was going to kill the fish. So I got her going, and she swam off. And oh, what a thrill! Holy smokes! That's if that's not my PB, it's definitely my second biggest bass that I've ever caught. That fish was definitely over 5 pounds. I don't know if it went 6, but definitely 5. It was so big I couldn't hold my camera out far enough to get good pictures of her. But wow, what with me in, as you know, in the background or whatever. But oh my gosh, what a bass! Holy smokes! That doesn't bring you back, nothing will. My gosh, what a fish! Fishing with Vance.com